What's up, tubers? It's James here, and I'm gonna do something called Netflix recommendations. This is basically from just watching the first episode, and I'd say the new thing that's out right now is a show called Everything Sucks, which makes sense for the time. It's set in 1996, which I love, as I'm enjoying the fact that Hollywood is doing the whole nostalgia thing. As a few TV shows have done this before, The Goldbergs, that's set in the 80s, and so much nostalgia there of growing up in the 80s and overprotective mum trying to teach her children about life and everything. Fresh Off the Boat, that is hilarious, by Jimmy Wang. And it's basically an Asian family from DC moving to California, moving to California, and them learning how to grow up in a white neighborhood. It's hilarious. Both of them are comedies, and it works well because of the nostalgia factor. You're watching and you're like, I remember the times, or if you do, good on you. If you don't, it's still a good laugh to watch. But it's what Judd Apatow tried to do early on with a show called Freaks and Geeks, and that was made in the 2000s. Only had one season because basically it was too ambitious for the time. He tried to grab in on the nostalgia factor early on, but it technically didn't work because I don't think the early 2000s anyone was big on remembering back in the 80s. But yeah, like the show is set in the 80s. Freaks and Geeks. It's set in the 80s, and it's got technically unknown stars back then, but humongous stars today, like Seth Rogen, James Franco, Jason Segel, I forgot the name. Freaks and Geeks. Yep. Freaks and Geeks. Thank you. Yep. And it's of the freak side of the trashy, I love rock music, I love getting stoned crowd, with the other side of the nerdy side, the geeks. Like, they love Dungeons and Dragons and talking about Star Wars and all that stuff. Busy Phillips, sorry, but yeah, Freaks and Geeks should be on Netflix. If not, check it out. Only one season, but it perfectly feels like that fucking 80s. Growing up in the 80s, feeling embarrassed from your family, your friends, just the all of it and everything. Fresh Off the Boat, set in the 90s, not out on DVD or anywhere. Download it. Who said that? No, but do that, or YouTube it or whatever, as that is a hilarious show. The mother in it is amazing, and the father in it, hold on, Fresh Off the Boat. He's been in like a few mainstream Hollywood movies, and his timing is perfect. He played Kim Jong-un in The Interview. Randall Park. He is hilarious in everything he's in. Like, his timing is perfect, and it's just he's an absolutely hilarious guy. Okay. Yeah. But so Everything Sucks. It's set in 1996, and it's basically got a cast of unknowns. Like, they've been in a few small things, nothing that I've ever heard of. You may have heard of some things, but Everything Sucks. Everything sucks. But but the young cast is like Peyton Kennedy. I am going to destroy these names. I do apologize. Jahar Diallo Winston, Ryo Mangini, and Quinn Libbing. These are basically new kids on the block in Hollywood, I believe. Like, Quinn alone, he's only been in 2 things, and it's just like, to start your thing off in a nostalgia factor show kind of works, as, like, again, like I said, Seth Rogen, James Franco, and Jason Segel all started in Freaks and Geeks, and that was technically their stepping stone into Hollywood. So I say doing the nostalgia factor right now kind of works for you, because you're like experiencing the old school technology as well as learning how to act as well. And basically the first argument that the boys have in the cafeteria is of Alanis Morissette's song Ironic. And it's like, I've had that thing before. It's like, the guy was basically saying, how is it fucking ironic when you win the lottery and then die the next day when you're 98? You are 98 years fucking old. Like, that is just, you know, your time to be. I'm like, and I was just like, doing a slow clap, like, yes, it is. But yeah. So, if you're wanting a show to watch on Netflix right now, a few of them, no, well, one of them right now, Everything Sucks, that I've just started it, I recommend it to everyone right now, because, again, nostalgia, in 1996, you see the old cassette players, videotapes, the squidgy, packs, or the goo, whatever, the clothes, the hair, it's like, oh my god, and if you can find it on Netflix, Freaks and Geeks, 1 season, amazing, should have had a few more, but Judd Apatow was a bit too eager for it, and so it got cancelled. If you can find it, The Goldbergs, hilarious, and fresh off the boat. But I'll say nostalgia is huge. We're getting a big of it soon with Ready Player One, technically set in the future, but the main big thing is of the 80s. So that is going to be amazing. But and the first album you actually hear is of Oasis. It's like, yeah, so, and of course the kids in this are nerdy kids, and so they're in the AV club, and so they're going to do much things with music and bands and all that stuff. And what I've seen from the trailer, they go out with Nirvana, with Smells Like Teen Spirit. It's like, come on, how can you not love that? So yeah, as I'll say, so like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you're watching the show, or if you have a few other shows that glorify the nostalgia factor. I'll be interested in what you guys suggest, and I'll do another video when I finish the season. It's basically only 10 episodes, so 10 episodes, half an hour a piece, so I should be done by tomorrow or tonight. And I'll catch you later.